Hello people, my name is Rage, and welcome one and all back to some more Rebirth. And since we were put down, slain in cold beam light last time, I think it's only fair to random things to get on our way once again. And Lazarus. I thought it was going to be Azazel, and I'm not so sure which would have actually been the better result. I mean, yes, Lazarus has the ability to come back as revived, but it's pathetic. Like, if you are going to go to the... Is this spider just... What is... I just took damage to that big guy because I was so upset at that spider. It wasn't the fact that he was camping there, it's the fact that he wasn't, I'm so mad at that spider. It was the fact that he wasn't moving. He knew full well what he was doing. He was sat there thinking, ha ha ha, what a prat up there. He's just shooting tears. He thinks I'm gonna move into them. What an absolute moron. Oh god, I am the smartest spider alive. And he knew that. The cocky bastard, he knew that. Either way, Lazarus, I mean, how lame do you have to be that you have the ability to revive from the dead upon being slain? A wondrous trait, one that many of us, I'm sure, would love to have. And upon reviving as this sort of strong zombie-like creature with unnatural power, you gain a 0.2 damage upgrade. It feels a little bit, well, incredibly lame compared to what's actually happening. It's like Frankenstein's monster reviving and having the strength of a 5-year-old girl. It just doesn't fly. It does not fly. Unless we find something like the Holy Chalice, in which case it will fly, but it will still be weak and pathetic, and that's really what we gotta focus on. Though, to be fair, I am happy with Lazarus over Azazel in terms of having tears to work with, because I'm not quite ready for another Azazel blitz. Also, this room right here, I hate everything about it. Finally, we have attracted a spider out of there, and you can kind of bait spider movements if you move with them in the path that they were going. It's kind of a flow you can get into. Flow like water, but in this case, flow like a spider. If we can get rid of the weaker guys down here with some well-angled shots. Come on. Just at some point... Yeah, I don't think I've had a more irritating cellar room. I mean, yes, there's the massive cellar room with hundreds of flies and spiders in, but at least you're always making progress towards killing them. Here it was just, I sure hope I eventually get enough drive-bys to make it worth it. Alright, goodbye to you, lovely. Talking of drive-bys, GTA 5 soon! Oh, that's really all I want to say on that front, but it's probably going to be fun. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I would love someone to mod Isaac into it, because you could totally see Isaac. No, probably it would be Judas, wouldn't it? You could see Judas like stopping someone in the street, ripping their door open, slapping them with the Book of Belial, throwing them out their car, and driving along with their middle finger out the window. Judas could totally be that. I mean, Maggie would probably be an old woman just walking down the street who yells at all these annoying young whippersnappers who are shooting at people and stealing cars, but Judas would definitely be a gang leader, honestly. I think Kane, definitely Kingpin material. He could run a crime syndicate, could Mr. Caney. And then Isaac would be your get-it-done man. No matter what you need, what situation you're in, he would be your fixer, your technician. He would make it happen. You need this tool and the ability to get through this safe, and you need this door open, and you need this office empty at this time. He would be your man, because he would re-roll till it happens. So I'm fairly confident in that arrangement if they were all members of a GTA gang, but that's really not that relevant, is it? We get ourselves Super Meat Fan. What a lovely start. And it comes with a full heal. I didn't know that, actually. This room is fairly fine. I'm not too concerned, although that damage I took was a little bit worrying, but it's not going to affect us in the slightest, especially since this isn't even a devil deal floor to begin with. You can afford to be a little bit more reckless. In terms of secret room, there isn't actually a single obvious place for it. I'm going to go in the curse room because, again, it just doesn't matter about red heart damage. Annoyingly, we do get punished hard for daring to step in this curse room, but again, it's totally fine. I was actually thinking the other day, I know, right, me thinking? Steam was like actually emanating from my ears. It was quite crazy. I'm actually going to put a bomb there to both check for a secret room and grab this money. And indeed, both of those things do happen, and we get ourselves the mystery sack. I had a feeling. I really, really did. So I'm glad that paid off for me there. Quite literally in the money, and then the mysterious sack we now have. I have infinite keys, so I'll check the shop. And we do have one key for the next floor item room, so I'm actually okay. A lot of you made a good point that I should still put money in my donation machine because, it's going to be annoying when I eventually run out of it. The haunt, I should have bought that bomb now. I really, really should. The bomb makes the haunt fight so much easier. I could totally see Revived Lazarus happening on this because look how many shots these hauntlings are taking. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't want to actually walk into Papa Haunt over there, Mr. Old Man Haunting. We don't want to end up giving him as much damage on us as possible. Okay, so we should be fine now. I mean, I'd be surprised if Haunt managed to do 2.5 now that his most annoying part of the fight is gone. It just depends how much I want to get risky with following him and dealing damage. Are you going to attack at any point? Just at some point, can you really? Oh, what are you doing? Fire a laser at me! Was that so difficult? Like, honestly. Oh, you little bitch. I am really upset with this haunt now. I am really, really upset with this haunt. He knows what he's doing. He is fully aware of the crap that he is pulling right here. He knows what's up. He does. Alright, if we force him down to there, if we keep forcing him, actually, it should be fine, and there we go. And actually, the magic scab is pretty good. We've got a lot of red health that we're rocking this run. I just want to make sure I didn't just blank a spirit heart in here. I didn't, so that's fine. And we're still looking for our spacebar item. Now, annoyingly, yeah, no tinted rock. Just gotta remember, annoyingly, Magic Scab is normally irritating fashion-wise, but it kind of blends in with Super Meat fans, so I'm willing to give it a free pass just this once. So we instantly find ourselves a tinted rock, so we'll have to remember to come back here upon acquisition of some high-grade explosives. In fact, mid-grade would probably do that, and we get our item room straight away, which always makes me very happy. I would rather not lose Devil Deal privileges on a room this easy, but anything could really happen, and that is the spice of Isaac. Okay, so hey, I'm really happy with that. Sagittarius on top of the damage. We got ourselves some satyr legs now. That's cool. A bit of hoof action. We're really going places. I mean, we can run probably pretty quick now. I'm liking it. Piercing Tears is very effective on damn near everything, especially goddamn spiders. Of course it did. Of course it did. I got backed into a corner and abused by a spider. That is not something you want to admit, is it? That really is not. Okay, so what I was thinking about was actually coming up with an item for the game. Because, of course, Afterbirth is very exciting, and there's a lot of stuff. And I'm a big fan of, A, a big fan, and B, items that fundamentally change how you have to play a run. So, for example, to me, Ludo Technique is a very good item, because it's powerful, it's not an auto-win, and it makes you fundamentally change how you think about each room, because you have to control your tier and your positioning, and you have to work in tandem with it, and it's quite a nice item. It's why it's one of my favourite items. It adds some cool elements that you don't see with really any other method of attacking. So what I was thinking is an item called It Never Stops, and that's the description, and then the actual item is, let's say, Bouncing Blade for now, because it helps explain what I'm on about. Damn sniper worm. So basically, once you pick up the item, you have something that basically functions like Peep. It's got a much smaller hitbox than Peep's Eye. It goes around the room, bouncing off angles, like so. So fairly similar to Peep's Eye. It damages enemies, and the damage it does to enemies is roughly equivalent to a base level Mum's knife. That's what I'm gonna say. And how it works is basically every time you go down a floor, it adds another bouncing component. So there's now 2, for example, Peep's eyes going around the room, but it's a small rock, lovely, but it's this thin sort of bouncing blade that you can never stop. And the catch with it, because obviously at the moment it sounds ridiculously powerful, is that it doesn't distinguish from friend or foe. So say you get it on your first floor, by the time you're in the depths, you're going to have 5 or 6 bouncing metal blades going around the room that damage you and the enemies. So it kind of makes it so instead of firing tears, which you of course still can, your objective is to just go in the room and dodge like crazy until the blades take out all the enemies, because the blades dissipate once the enemies are dead. Otherwise that would be absolutely ridiculous, and I just think that would be a really neat way of having a run. I really want to get at this tinted rock, but I don't see this bomb doing it, so I'm going to go do the boss first and see what we can pull off there. I kind of want to do this. I think this is a better use of one bomb, just in case we find a secret room. We get some money and a key, which is good for the shop. We do find ourselves another bomb. We find ourselves a spirit heart, which I'm taking for the boss, because we can still have a fairly okay chance at a devil deal. So yeah, I kind of like that as an item idea. So let me know what you think. Good. A bit of pin action. Absolutely wonderful. Could not ask for a better boss to have piercing tears on. In fact, he should pretty much die right then and there. We get Roid Rage, which is lovely. I don't know whether to try and use this bomb on that tinted rock or to get the secret room, though there's 2 good candidates for where the secret room is. So I'm going to go in here, and that's a little bit annoying. I was expecting something much better than that. Let's do this pill. It's a look up this entire time, so that is completely fine. Alright, well, there's not much I want to do with that room, so we will just move on and abandon that tinted rock. I mean, we do have the small rock, so at most we're losing some spirit hearts, so it's really not the end of the world. I also have the kind of face that you would expect on someone who does have a rock buried in their head, so I'm kind of liking our storyline here. We're just a poor individual who has become coated in our own blood so much that it just covers our skin, like a bit of Kratos action, but instead of ashes coating his skin, it's just blood, which I think is a little bit more horrific. So yeah, I'm actually more hardcore than Kratos Godkiller, so just put that in your pipe and metaphorically smoke it. Okay, so we got that going, and what surprised me as well is so many of you are doing so many things that rely on high-level mathematics. I'm actually kind of impressed. Like, honestly, some of you are doing some really technical courses at college and university, and yeah, I'm really happy to have people doing such sweet stuff as part of the community we have going on here. It makes me proud of you guys in some weird way. Petrified poop, pretty damn good. Get ourselves a load of money. And yeah, it must be funny living in a rich Isaacinian's world. I wonder what a shopping centre would be like for Isaacinians, because they seem to enjoy just any old random tat as long as they get told it comes with power-ups. So you could probably make a killing selling useless stuff to Isaacinians that don't know any better, but is that really something you should do? Is that morally acceptable? Because I'm not sure either way. Finding that golden key early is absolutely awesome, because we get to save all of our keys, and that may be paramount to our success on this floor. Die! Okay, I was betting it all there on him exploding into mini poop dingle dangles before dangling his face all over me. So I'm glad we managed to pull that off. And getting petrified poop this early on, when there is actually a fair amount of poop in the area, is pretty good. Again, not a sentence I ever thought I would say. Ah yes, getting the petrified poop this early on when there is a fairly high volume of poop in the local area is a rather advantageous position to find oneself in. And telepills. Great, thanks telepills. Like really, I appreciate that extra run. Ooh, the red candle is good. I do not mind the red candle, but I would prefer the safety of a spirit heart, because I would be loath to have another run where I forgo devil rooms due to my own massive stupidity. Okie dokie. Through we go. So no item room, but definitely worth coming this way first just for the golden key. And of course the spirit heart for this big room. Although we actually get one of the best and easiest big rooms in the entire game. Especially with piercing tears. Well, it's a good job we bought that spirit heart. I'm not sure how that hit me, though. It seemed a lot further away from me than I gave it credit for. Okay, well, I mean, we're obviously going to do that. We're also going to grab ourselves the red heart infinite keys, proving very useful on this floor. I could do with calluses as a trinket. I really could. There's a lot of stuff I could grab here. I also would love to get in this cursed room, and it seems likely that this cursed room is off a secret room. So we'll hope, and our hope was denied. Oh, we already exploded this anyway, so why am I not grabbing them? What a foolish mistake that would have been. And our item room, and some innocents to slaughter. It's been a while since I've been able to fully evil laugh at innocents. Judas's Shadow. I'm a big fan of this item. I really am. I enjoy it. So, we do have a lot of safety nettage going on, and that is going to prove incredibly useful later on. And don't charge yet. Nobody is wanting you to charge. We still need a few more extra bits of damage before I'm feeling incredibly confident in this run. Hopefully we get ourselves a Joker. 2 of diamonds is okay. I'm going to keep it for now until I kind of have to use it, because there's no point just doubling for money. I'm very likely to get more, especially with the petrified poop. Double Widow, normally fine. They are the champion Black Tar big spider summoning, but simply due to me having piercing shot, I'm not as concerned for... Oh, he just clips me. I didn't even notice it. That is a massive shame there. It really is. But it's still okay because of Judas's Shadow. Even if we eventually slowly die. In fact, we're in for another triple character run, which I think is pretty cool. Gemini there, not worth, and yeah, no devil deal, unfortunately. But at least now we can go in the curse room, so we got something going for us. But just little nicks of damage that you don't often see heading your way are really proving to be our undoing. We get a troll bomb there, which will explode that, to reveal more bombage. I mean, really, just a good amount of bombage going on. We don't care about that heart. We may as well get the... Oh, I thought it was a full heart. Oh, there is a full heart in here. I know I wasn't going crazy. So we'll grab some more money. We have the opportunity to at least use the ridiculous amount of health around the place, and then we can move on. So the secret room, actually I have no idea where the secret room would be. I guess off the big room below, and we're only on catacombs. Nah, I'm okay with moving on. It's gonna be fine. We've got enough keys, we've got a lot of consumables, we're not that weak, and I'm pretty confident that Judas's Shadow gives us a very good chance at finishing this off. In fact, if I get a boss drop that does drop HP up, I'm actually pretty cool with just doing it, because we get Lazarus's damage up on top of Judas's Shadow. At least I think they do work that way. I could totally be wrong on that front. Okay, Hairball, thinking you're gonna guard some innocence? Well, you are wrong. You are so wrong. I was shopping today, as you do, the monthly shop, the big one, where you get all the food and have like a lot of bags to carry. Oh, again, just a little nick of damage that you a split second away from dodging. I don't know whether it's a product of me playing a little bit worse, or maybe my reaction times are a little bit dulled at the moment. We do at least get to go through puberty, but I don't know, it's not like me to take this kind of damage. At least I didn't think it was. Maybe I'm just having a particularly unfortunate run, which of course happens to everyone. I'm gonna grab this money because the 2 of diamonds basically means that it's 10, so that is nice. I don't want to double my money yet. I'd rather get in the shop and know that it's not greed. Don't really need to care about taking damage so much anymore. We've already taken the 1 hit. But yeah, I was shopping, and it occurred to me that I think most people probably do this, and I like to call it the Tetris game, I think. And it's the game where you feel compelled to use the least amount of shopping bags possible for the amount of stuff you've bought. Like, it would be sensible, of course, to not try and cram 5 drinks and 3 items in 1 flimsy plastic bag, but there is a big part of you that's like, no, I can do it. I will get all of this in there. And then, you know, that part of you's very upset later on when the bag splits and everything falls out. You know, it's a very, very saddening thing, but there is this massive urge to just cram everything into as minimum amount of bags as possible. Maybe I'm alone in this, maybe I am, but I feel like it's potentially kind of common. And there's another similar one in that at least I've always had this, when I end up shopping. And again there, Roid Rage very much giving me too much of a swing round when I moved between them. And it is that no matter how many bags of shopping you have, say you got to go upstairs or say from the car to your front door, there is a big part of you that's like, I am either doing this in one trip or I am not doing this at all. I don't care if I have 12 bags, 20 bags, 40 bags. Imagine a 40 bag shop. That's just like, you've just bought the supermarket. Either way, no matter how much you got, there is that big part of you, the part that stirs within your soul and goes, I am going to carry every bag at once. I refuse to make 2 trips to this car. We are going to double our money and grab the black candle and Mum's key. And then I will slowly waddle my way towards the door, laden with more bags than any one man should rightly carry. But I do not care, for making 2 trips slightly delays me returning to activities I find slightly more amusing than shopping. And you have this kind of Hulk-like struggle as you slowly make your way to the door or up some stairs, whatever, carrying all of these bags, because your pride and laziness will not allow you to make multiple trips. Or at least that's something I find. So, you know, maybe again I'm alone in that. Maybe it's one of my solo experiences and I'm going to have to cope with it. But I imagine a few of you have had that unnatural urge to do all the shop. Did that head just... I feel like I am getting exceptionally unlucky today with random spot damage that's just appearing on me. And we haven't even got our item room explored nearly the entirety of the floor and no item room. This something. I feel like I've got a curse of unluckiness today. And maybe not so much unluckiness, because granted a lot of this damage is certainly avoidable, but it still feels a little bit like, ah, come on, really? And, you know, when that is the response to any given bit of damage, like that, right there, I thought I was perfectly fine in between those 2 shots. I guess that one more is a product of my excessive movement speed more than anything, and my slow down, stop, braking distance is more than I'm giving it credit for. But still, maybe I'm just playing a little bit too sort of go, go, go. Hey, distant admiration. I mean, it's okay. It does a lot of damage. If we can get all up in something's face, we're going to find a lot of use out of it. But I would have preferred something certainly better. But I'm happy we're immune to curses. I really, really am. Goody. I mean, technically, Goody is very, very doable without taking a hit. I mean, granted, now that I've said that, we are, of course, going to take a hit. But what can you do? Just got to make sure that I am not stood on the wrong side when he goes to fire a load of shots. That's the biggest source of damage I find in any given Gertie fight, is you think he's shooting down, so you move right, and it turns out all along he was shooting right, and it's just the ultimate betrayal by the Gertie there. I feel like we're going to be able to do this, though now that I've said it, something horrific is of course going to happen. One more dodge should be enough to bring him down. Okay, 30% chance, please! And still nothing. Okay, let's be real about this. Let's write a check to Sane Avenue, P.O. Box 999, reality check. Get it? It's a reality check. I don't know why I confused a load of things there. I've got free hearts. Free hearts are great. Whatever. Free hearts. Who cares? I am killing things too damn slowly. I'm going to kill myself, come back as hopefully Judas' Shadow and not Lazarus, but it's going to be Lazarus because I was obviously Lazarus first. And I think that works out. And I guess I should also double up on the value of this by going to get this. So we'll do 2 hearts of damage to us, and then go in here, see what we can acquire, and then we don't really need to care about anything else. That, as it turned out, was a wonderful, very, very wonderful decision I made. Now I'm not so sure I want to revive, because this has solved the damage problems, and until I'm killed naturally, there really isn't a reason to just throw it all away now that we've got some serious Ipecac action. Also, the blade item that I was talking about, they wouldn't be able to be affected by stuff. So, you know, Peep can get knocked off course, his eyes. My blade item would always fly true no matter what was going on, over everything and through everything. Okay, well, yeah, let's just pick up health again. I am so high. I didn't even know you could get, I mean, I guess you can technically get anything in there if you're lucky enough, but getting Ipecac is a wonderful, wonderful thing there. Alright, this has suddenly become awesome town. Like, it's just become absolutely flawless, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the run. Secret room! Really? That surprises me. I guess maybe next to the boss room? Yes, there it is. And DOS keys. I'm cool with that. I am. Okay, so, yeah. Suddenly, everything is good. I'm happy to take the meat because, again, Ipecac, the damage up on top of Ipecac, it's wonderful. And we just have an ultimate fallback option, and fallback options are good. Not to mention the fact that we are likely to hit ourselves a lot with the Ipecac, so I doubt we won't be seeing Judas's Shadow this run. I mean, I'd rather not see Judas's Shadow this run, because it means I'm actually playing pretty damn okay, but yeah, this is me we're talking about, and despite hundreds of hours and hundreds of runs, I still have this uncanny talent, it's quite impressive, of making elementary rookie decisions. I mean, Sherlock would be very, very disappointed in me, he really would, and you don't want to disappoint Sherlock, you just don't. Catch! Aw, he caught it with his innards. That's so silly of him. Oh, thanks, Magnetic One. I appreciate it. That's so good. And there we go. I mean, well, we're not one-shotting champions, so maybe we could afford to become Judas's Shadow. Though that said, the poison component is very much one-shotting them. Can I even kill any of them? Hey, we can get a few of them, although that released them, so I don't think that really counts. And there we go there. We've got our item room. Let's explode these fires and see if we can't find some spirit hearts. Yay, we get one of them. We might actually get a devil and or angel deal at some point in our run. If I'd not got Ipecac, I would be re-rolling this run so hard. I really, really would. However, I'm on a 0 win streak anyway, and I think that is as good an excuse as ever to just go for this, because ultimately, we're here to have fun. So I am going to kill Mum using Ipecac, and then I am going to revive as Judas's Shadow deliberately, because I don't want to re-roll away Judas's Shadow. I at least want to claim that damage buff permanently, because you can't re-roll into different characters. So I'm going to kill Mum with this, deliberately die, become Judas's Shadow, and then we're going to see what random fun we can access, because I think it's always a shame getting an item like this and not actually using it, because it is, technically speaking, one of the most fun run-altering items in the game. Oh, the habit. I mean, yeah, we're going to be re-rolling it away, but for now we can be an angry, sick nun who enjoys black candle wax melting all over her brain as she fires poison explosive barrages out of her very eyes. That sounds like the setting of a really messed up horror movie. Okay, pins. We're really going to go down this route, are we? You're really going to make me kill you all? You're really gonna make this take as long as possible, aren't you? Thanks so much for being a room that exists. I can't even skip it because it's guarding the boss room. I mean, technically I should go find other rooms, though one side effect of the D4, at least to me, is it's pointless going to see what bonus items I can get hold of, because they're getting re-rolled anyway. Granted, it gives me an extra item to re-roll, but I'm not sure I'm too bothered about that. Okay, Mask. Oh, we're not even on the Mum floor. Mask of Infamy is here. Okay, and is the champion version, though I cannot remember what the grey champion version of the Mask of Infamy even does. All I know is it just kind of sat there and died. And one more, and we should... Yay! We actually get a devil deal. It's so exciting. And we get Guppy's hairball. May as well pick it up just for the sake of it. Okay, let's see how badly this backfires, everybody. Oh, we've got ourselves Tech Point 5 Dr. Fetus with seemingly either chocolate milk or the coal. Our damage has become really low again, and not really too good, actually. Can I go back, please, to... Oh, we also, technically speaking, have Death Scythes, but they're not in effect. That is a shame. That is a big shame. Let's move on down then. Oh, I forgot to come back as Judas's shadow. My entire logical, well-thought-out plan, and I thought it would be a great idea to just ignore myself and not do it. I am an absolute genius and should be treated as such. Like, there's really nothing else to it. So having this laser is really useful. Having it with Dr. Fetus makes it one of the worst synergies in the game. So I think what we can definitely say is that this reroll has positively, objectively, irrevocably just buggered everything up. This has it is ruined. It's just ruined. I mean, there's no other way of saying it. It is absolutely ruined. Our way of dealing damage is more broken than a 60-year-old alarm clock, and that's quite broken. Bit of justice, at least, for our troubles. Health down, don't really care. We're going to have our health bouncing up and down the entire rest of this run, as it is, as we're rocking the D4. Okay, we got that going for us. We may as well, I mean, I say we may as well acquire that bomb. Again, it's not going to be that useful. Let's put a little bit more money back in here while we have it right there and available. Oh, good. Oh, this is just, yep, I think we can say goodbye to any future. Oh, are they tracking? They are tracking a little bit. So, do we have Spoonbender? So if we have Spoonbender, that actually makes Dr. Fetus infinitely better. It really does. Any way of guiding the Dr. Fetus bombs makes it actually quite the good item. So, potentially, I mean, I'm not going to keep this reroll, because I will just totally die via using it because of the laser component. I basically have to choose one or the other here. But in terms of just awesomeness, yeah, I'm okay with this now. Let's use a judgment. We get a key judgment, which I don't really care for. I'm just going to use the laser here and damn the bomb consequences and a black heart to clear the room. Why the hell not? I really just don't think it matters at this point. Oh, there's technically one of them still alive. Okay, at least my fire rate is slow enough that I can just permanently laser. And Mum's eye. That's not helpful, because, oh no, it makes the laser come out the back, but can I do a double back and forth bomb? That's the real question, because if I can, that is, oh, I can, yep, I can. That is very dangerous, but fortunately, we can end that horrific synergy. And Ludo technique. Okay, so we're 99 bombs, we're Leo, we've got an okay amount of damage, we got the parasite, we got boomerang tears, which don't really affect anything. Bombs are key? I'm okay with that. That is fine. Let's grab this one. Remote detonator. Pointless. And we'll grab ourselves a spirit heart. So I imagine we will be killing Mum like this. Okay, yeah, damage is actually pretty damn low there. So this may end up being quite the problem. We might have to use a fair amount of these bombs to just kill Mum. In fact, the fact that it took that long to kill just one of these guys, not even the champion version, that makes me sad. And Bob's brain, just for good luck, you know, just for good luck. Alright, off we go. And we do have a tinted rock instantly there, so that's not too bad. Yeah, look, our damage is absolutely pathetic. I'm not really sure what damaged me there, because there wasn't any part of Mum actually coming out the door, but that's okay. Isn't this the champion version that's just supposed to permanently stomp us? Because it seems like that's not really what's happening here. And Bob's brain, please, Bob's brain, I need you to do the things. I'm just happy we have this much health, because otherwise we would genuinely be in danger of actually dying on this fight, which sounds ridiculous, but I think it's not an unreasonable thing to assume. I really want to get a Bob's brain on it, but every time it comes down, there we go, there it is. Bob's brain is actually our highest source of damage, so that is a little bit upsetting. I've got to taunt and get her to get hit by the, oh god, she moved it on top of me, that is a shame. Bob's brain, yes, lovely. I mean, we're obviously just going to re-roll this, because although I love the Ludo technique, unless we get something like a Devil Room and Brimstone, it's not going to turn into anything special with the distinct lack of damage we have. And we're obviously going to go the chest. And I know I keep saying this every single time. I do want to kill some Lammy action, but when we've got the D4, we just want as much stuff going on as possible. I really hope in Afterbirth they do make the chest a lot more appealing than the dark room, a lot more appealing than the chest is currently, because it is so pointless going there. I mean, apart from pure variety, it really does not matter. And I'm also kind of cool to just smash everything because we're re-rolling anyway, so I doubt it's going to be a big problem. Okay, one more room until we get our next attempt at Glorious. We do have Midas's Touch, which ain't too useful whatsoever at this stage, but, you know, it's at least something. I want to kill these guys with bombs. I think that will make it a lot easier. He's going to go that way. If I put a bomb here, it will kill him. If I put a bomb here, it will kill him. And a bomb here should kill those two. Oh, that guy managed to escape it. What a baller. And quite literally, he is a baller, because he's a ball of intestines. Reroll. Okay, we got Proptosis, we are Lord of the Flies, finally, so we're flying. We got Dry Baby, and we now do have... oh no, we've got Rainbow Tears, it looks like. Okay, well this is interesting. We're going... no, we do have Spoonbender. That's fantastic. And we've got Bouncing Tears as well. This is a little bit good. Oh, and we've got Daddy's Love. I'm kind of tempted to make this the rest of the run, because this is a very, very fun synergy, as well as Monstrous Tooth. How are you doing, Conquest? Yeah, our damage is not horrific, but it's not brutally OP. I think this is a good one to stop at. I think part of having the D4 is knowing when you've reached a point that you could be content with, and granted, Ipecac was probably still our best bet. We still kind of did okay. I mean, I'm not going to keep the wee because just in case, and you never know, I may be tempted later on. But at least for now, we're going to rock ourselves some Spoonbender action, just because I really do love me some Spoonbendering. I've got a soft spot for spoons, okay? I have a soft spot for spoons, which sounds like I just kind of casually implant spoons into my body, which is not something you want to admit to anyone. Curse the Blind. Oh no, I think we have Spelunker's Hat from the looks of things. Oh, yeah, it's got to be Spelunker's Hat, because if it was X-Ray Vision, then we would be opening them as well as finding out where they are. Pheromones, not really a big deal to lose out on there. Have I lost my laser? No, I've not lost my laser. Yeah, I mean, Daddy's Love is doing more damage than we are, but we're still melting things. As long as we can actually get in range for our Proptosis Tears and the occasional Monstrous Tooth shot, it's not bad at all. In fact, what technology even is this? It's Tech Point 5, isn't it? Because the other tech that we had was Tech 2, and if it was Tech 1, we wouldn't be firing tears. So I think using powers of logical deduction, you know, redeeming myself with the aforementioned Sherlock, we can get ourselves some pretty good output here. And we are protected, so that's either Virgo or Maggie's Bow, something along those lines. I have never seen this room layout before. That's hilarious. He's just randomly on an island, just like, this is my island. I'm Dave, the worm. The worm. I claim this island. This island is mine. It's my island home. And if any of y'all got a problem with that, then you're gonna have to take it up with my lawyer. He's called Lawyer Worm, and he's in the next room. And oh, you already killed the next room? Well, if I don't have a lawyer, then this is my island home for. Oh, you're just gonna kill me and take it. Oh. So yeah, $3 tier is definitely a thing. Firemind on this. I really hope we get Scythes on Mum's Heart, because it would make it a lot easier to be able to cleave through. The best item, of course, that we have is Cain's Eye. And if I die and come back as Revived Lazarus, then I'm actually going to have to roll the D4 again, because otherwise I don't think we'll have enough health to get through anything. So we're going to have to bank on re-rolling into items that grant health, which is fairly likely at this stage, considering how many items we do have. 2020 permanently would be excellent, like, incredibly so. But I don't really see it happening. In fact, I'm just going to bomb out of this room, mainly because it would take a ridiculous amount of time with what we have going on. Fistula and Teratoma are perhaps the best enemies in the game to make Spoonbender look incredible, so I very much thank it for its contribution there. 2020 making short work of the Gurglings. I'm kind of feeling this run now. I'm getting there. I think we can totally bring this home, and I think the D4 has actually contributed. I think we're slightly better off now than we were with Ipecac. At least the fact that we're flying really helps that as well. And do we actually have an attack fly? We do have my revenge fly. Oh, I love him so much. He's the best pet in the world. 2 range ups, which is actually incredible given our proptosis. So that's really, really nice. Bombs a key? Nope. And a health up? May as well at this point. We have so many red hearts. In fact, nearly cap. That does not happen often in Rebirth. Black hearts and blue hearts are much more prevalent. Okay, where are you, Mum's Heart? Hey, I mean, you didn't have to answer my question so quickly, but, you know, it makes me happy that you did. One final baby to kill before we get to fight a living heart and eyes. Again, not a sentence that you hear very often. Okay, so our laser should make good work on the eyes, and now we should be fine. I don't see much that could go horrifically wrong. We have, of course, got triple shot, but the speed we're attacking means that it is really just a massive boost. Teratoma does not matter at all to Spoonbender, so I just need to keep firing, basically, and I'll just passively kill him. And we're about to face some lasery fun. Kill it before it turns. No! Actually, we got away with it. Normally, the laser has a big tendency to smacking me in the face, because it's just not fair like that. Of course, Mum's Heart is the boss I don't take damage to, so Devil Room is pointless. Alright, Cathedral, let's go down for once. I always find myself with a tendency not to. These range up pills basically have just meant that we can actually kill Isaac, so that is glorious, because we were going to have serious issues with the range we were working at. And we're actually attracting blue flies to us, which is going to be a fairly nice advantage later on. I can't bomb skip too many rooms, because I only have 4 bombs, so I got to be very careful with what I choose to do here. And annoyingly, we don't find anything of value, though we do get to have some Spoonbendery scythe action, which I think is a good consolation prize. It's like you're at the fair, ooh, yeah, let's answer this, because I want to keep the Empress, because it does do a fairly solid amount of damage. So I went in quite possibly the worst direction ever, in fact, just 100% the worst direction ever, so go me. Really, just fantastically go me. Fistula's going to die passively to my lasering action, so this is really a fight between me and 2 greeds, and I win! Ha! I mean, I know you guys are shocked that that happened, I know you really are. So we need both bombs for the secret rooms, although do I want to go for the super secret? Would that be a big enough advantage? Because what could I possibly get in there? I mean, raw liver is technically a heal, so that would be good. I mean, Mr. Mega doesn't really do much for me. I'm really not sure. I don't think it would be too worth it. I'm surprised that Bombfly lived as long as it did. I really, really am. Oh, the damage is not good. Though we do have 1 more heart than is displayed because of Revived Lazarus. Though the second we revive as Lazarus, I'm pressing spacebar. So this Isaac fight could very well end up being quite the interesting one. We'll bomb him out there so we can actually start killing him. And fortunately, as he is a blue one, we get ourselves a Spirit Heart. And we do have the space for said Spirit Heart. Oh, of course, me and my inability to resist temptation, I felt the need to go have a look, and we get the easiest Daddy Longlegs fight I've ever had. Normally, if he takes that long to kill you, you're screwed. You are just totally and completely, you're just going to get obliterated by him, and he just didn't do anything. Getting an extra Spirit Heart is wonderful. We'll grab that, and the red heart there is useful as well. In fact, this we will play to pretty much completion, because we could do with a better trinket than the poop at this point. I mean, something... Child's Heart is actually better. The Broken Ankh potentially is better. That Spirit Heart is going to do wonders for us. The Black Lipstick's okay, but not what we need right now. Passage is... Oh my god, does Passage not just... Oh, I really thought it would give us a beam of light up to the chest. That is a massive shame. I mean, skipping Isaac is obviously the best way of defeating Isaac. Let's put a judgment over here. I'm kind of... Do we have the luck foot? Because we seem to be getting a lot of payouts from this machine. It's also not exploding, which is very fortunate. Okay, thanks to this secret room, I will admit it was definitely worth going here. We have basically beat Isaac because of this. We can take as many hits as we feel like. Well, not, you know, more than 6, but 6 should definitely be adequate. Come on, follow the cat! Okay. Thanks for that. That is terrible life advice. If you see a random cat somewhere while you're out and about, take it from me, you just don't want to start following it. Please just don't randomly start following the cat. It will lead you to some weird place or just some person's home who owns the cat, and you just don't want to be a part of that. You really, really don't. It's not something you need to find yourself with. It's just a little bit stupid. Hey, I'm going to keep the world. And the reason I'm going to keep the world is because I would love to have the direct route on the chest. I think that makes sense. Ooh, do I want to play this guy to the point where I get a payout? Because I just realized that because of the space... Oh, we get the full treasure map. That just suddenly means we can actually keep the Empress, get back to Child's Heart, and we're good. At least we can take 1 bit of damage per room and then keep going back for Spirit Heart, so that's the tangible advantage there, but it could have been better. A big blow having 11 red heart containers, because we are throwing away a lot of Spirit Heart protection. Who were you firing at there, Monstro 2? Did you not finish targeting school? Because I'm thinking that you didn't. Okay, just a free room. I will definitely accept that. And we get ourselves some scythes and headless horseman action. So that was very, very easy. Okay then, Isaac, let us boogie on down. I mean, I'd rather still not use the Empress, because Blue Baby would be a much more fitting target for it. So we'll see how this progresses. The Spoonbender gives us a much easier time of accomplishing this, and even if we take that damage, which we just did, we can go back for the Spirit Heart for the chest, so at least we're not going to waste all of them. That makes me a lot happier. And now that we've progressed him to this stage, he is just dead. I dislike that one of the hardest bosses in the game, technically speaking, gets easier when you push him to his final phase. I mean, it should be brutal, his final phase, but it's just an absolute joke. Revenge Fly is gonna solo him. I won't even know to do anything. And he should die after one more crack. The bullshit run! Very fortunate for my speed there. Okay, let's grab the final Spirit Heart and boogie on over to the chest. Here's hoping we get 4 stellar items, otherwise, I don't know, I just see the chest slowly grinding us to death, and I'd rather not be ground to death by a chest. It just doesn't seem like the best way to go. Ha! Unless you take my meaning very differently. Alrighty, boom! Not good. Oh, God, Undefined. I mean, we get Bloody Lust, which I am happy with. Undefined is nice. I like it. So I guess we may as well take Ghost Baby and Spider Bite just for potential rerolls, and then let's see what we get. Ah, we actually instantly get the I Am Error Room, which is annoying because we've lost the D4 as a safety precaution, but positive because we get 4 more items. Did I just lose the black candle? Oh, I guess I actually did. Okay, the wafer. Beautiful, big, beautiful fly. Again, big and beautiful. I'm happy. I am certainly happy about this. And we seemingly get a more difficult layout, so that's a little bit annoying. But objectively, I think that just improved our lot a lot more than not doing that. So thank you, D4. You made this run very interesting. And then, of course, Undefined, the other ridiculously run interestingifying item, gives us just the boost we need. That halo and wafer is really the way to go. This light show of this laser, that is exciting because my range is so high, although the laser has infinite range anyway, doesn't it? So it really just cleaving spider face here. Lovely. In fact, Curse of Darkness is probably a good curse because we get to just enjoy this light show. An explosion there very nearly damaged us, but as it is, we are good. Cool. Double Mega Maw not proving to be too much of a problem. Do I care about that secret room enough? I suppose I do. Having the spider bite effect when I can definitely hit everything actually is kind of good. Also, Blue Baby should be fine because I can hide behind Dry Baby and just use him as a human shield, which is excellent. So I'm assuming that our boss fight is off the room, off the big room, but it could also easily be top right. And then I'm going to be really upset when it turns out to be far left. That would be a little bit of a kick in the teeth, which is a horrible thing to imagine. Like, that expression makes sense, because being kicked in the teeth, I mean, you can't think of many things that just straight away sound more horrific than that, can you? It's just, because I mean, all I can imagine is from kicking the teeth, your teeth being kicked and rising up into your head, which is obviously quite the brutal thing to happen. I mean, potentially that does actually happen. I don't know. Oh, we're out of bombs. Wow, I did not expect that to happen. The monster manual. Let's see who we get. Hey, Lil Hot, nice to see you. I've never had a run where he's been my only spacebar item, but I did correctly guess our Blue Baby friend. Finally, the Empress can be used to do some stompy. Did the Empress just be like, no? I feel like the Empress just decided it was done working for the day. That's a little bit unfortunate, but I guess I'll accept. Let's hide behind Dry Baby. I was taking a little bit too much damage for my liking, though with the wafer I can still take another 4 hits, so I'm completely cool with that. And there it is, everybody. A lovely, lovely run. Honestly, a lot of cool things happen and a lot of variety going on. My name has been Rage. Remember to like if you enjoyed this. It really does help, and I do appreciate it. And subscribe for more. Goodbye.